Hey, what's up guys, it's Graphic Phoenix back with another video today, and today we're doing a March reptile room tour. This is the red ackie monitor Bowser, and he is out and about. I don't think he really knows what to do about the camera. He's a little stunned. But, as you can tell, he's quite tame. Hi. And he loves to be on me. He might be on here for the rest of the video, I'm not really sure. But this is where we'll start, is at his cage. Get going. Oh, there he goes. Meow. There. That's his cage and his wife Stella, or whatever, Stella the female. I do have the wood in order to make them two separate cages, and I'm probably going to do that very soon. Hopefully by the next update you guys will have and see that they have a new enclosure. I'm just not really sure about some of the electrical and stuff that I have to do, but I'm sure that's an easy solution. This is what they have currently. It's 40 inches wide, of 20 inches deep, and 4 feet tall. Now they only use maybe 3 feet of it. Every now and then I catch Bowser sleeping up there. But other than that, that's pretty much all they have. They have a nice warm basking spot up there. And Stella is actually hiding back there. Oh no, she's right here. That's Stella. You don't see her very often. I see her all the time, but you guys pretty much never see her except for the first video that I posted. But that's their cage. I'm hoping to get rid of it pretty soon. If you live in the Calgary area and are interested in a cage like this, let me know. Other than that, I have a couple friends that might want something like this. So that wraps up Bowser and Stella, the red ackie monitors. And now we can move on to this little magoo, Kai, which I will get out. Gotta put some hand sanitizer on. Don't want to pass any germs or anything like that. Kai's sitting at the bottom of the cage because he's jealous that I had Rango out. So that's Kai. He's huge now. If you look a couple months ago, he was just a baby. And now he is a full-fledged male super translucent veil chameleon. I'll keep him as we look at his cage. His cage is 18 by 18 by 36. It's a little bit small, but I'm hoping to get one that pretty much fits this socket right here, like this area, or even custom build one eventually. So maybe that'll happen. If not, then I'll find some room for a 4-foot cage like his father has. In many videos, I get comments on what that plant is in his cage, and that is a schlifera, or an umbrella plant, or umbrella tree, or stuff like that. And as you can tell, I have this because it's safe for chameleons, and you can see that he eats it. See, that's supposed to have like 5 or 6 fronds. That's all chewing down. Everything like that. You know, it's crazy. He loves to eat these plants. And he wants to go back in. He has a UVB bulb right there, just a normal daylight bulb right there, and then a basking bulb where he's standing back there. So that's his cage and him. Then we can move on to Sky, the blue-tongued skink, which is doing awesome. I found out he is male. And now I'm super tempted to find a female, and I know a couple places that have one, but I'm pretty sure my parents and my girlfriend would probably murder me. But I don't know. I really want little babies because they have live babies. You don't need to worry about incubation. You don't need to worry about anything like that. One day you'll come out and there'll be, I don't know, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really sure how many baby blue-tongued skinks in the tank. And that is more exciting than anything because you don't have to wait 9 months like chameleon eggs. But this is Sky's cage, as you guys have seen numerous times. It's a 75-gallon, and her food's over there. I fed her yesterday. And yeah, she has a UVB bulb right there, and a heat bulb on her heat place right there. And as you can see, she kind of made her own entrance into that log because the actual entrance is way over there. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to judge. Now we can move on to the ever-famous Rango. And Rango is doing awesome. He's actually just about to finish up a shed. So this side of him actually looks pretty good. The other side is not so hot. We'll see if he'll color up a little bit when I put you guys in there. Who's this, Rango? Oh, goodness. Do you not like the camera? He started to color up a little bit, but I don't want to piss him off too much. He's great. I just had him out for like 15 minutes trying to get some of the shed off him. But that's his cage. It is 2 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot. And I have a 100 watt or 75 watt halogen bulb there, a UVB bulb there, and just an old UVB bulb in the other side of this dome. So he gets all that he needs. He is a super translucent veiled chameleon, as you can tell by his arms. And he actually is the father of Kai. Oh, for those of you who are wondering, Kula used to be right there. And Kula actually passed away. I know I made a video on it, but a lot of people have been wondering, and I know these are my more popular videos, so if you're wondering, Kula actually passed away. I believe it was due to eggbound, that's what it's called. And I actually donated her to my paleontologist friend that is researching at the University of Calgary, so hopefully she went to a good cause. I actually will get the CT scans that he's going to do, so I can post those in a video or just post them on my Facebook page, which is, by the way, linked below. And yeah, other than that, not too much else to say. That's just an update on Kula for those of you who don't know. We have a lot going on in my room, like a ton. This is Sheldon, as we all know, and while I'm talking about him, I'm going to get the scale ready so we can weigh him, like tradition in the updates. He is a Hermann's tortoise. He is coming up on a year old, or a year that I've had him, and that's just what I'm going to call a year old. So realistically, probably a year and a bit old, but that's him. He's doing fantastic. I just had him out the other day in a bath, and he enjoyed that. He likes when I scratch his bum. I don't know why, but they can feel it when you're touching their shell. As you can tell, he's reacting. He's not freaking out or anything, but he is reacting. This is his pen. For those of you who have seen it before, I have a Solar Glow Exoterra Mercury Vapor Bulb in there. These are for some plants. I'm hoping to actually mount a light like above his cage, whether that like a LED floodlight or something like that, just produce light everywhere, and so I can actually grow some plants in his pen so he doesn't have a pretty boring looking pen. I'm also looking to spice it up a little bit. I have a awesome Hermann's Tortoise Care book that I will strongly recommend to anybody that wants Hermann's tortoises. It's called The Naturalistic Keeping and Breeding of Hermann's Tortoises, I believe. It's something like that. You can find it on Amazon. Especially if you're in the States. If you're in Canada, you can't. But I do have a African Violet in his pen, and that seems to be doing pretty well. Looks like it could be watered, which I will do today. We're going to finish up with the reptiles, then do the fish, and then do a bunch of plants that I have going. That was just a teaser. Striker is doing awesome, as always. He is a trooper. He's the first one. For those of you who don't know, I have had him for 10 years, and he was my very first reptile that I ever got. He's the one that started it all. And if you go back to when my voice was much higher and my videos were much less detailed, you'll actually see that I had a second leopard gecko, Kazi, but unfortunately, due to an accident when I wasn't home, it seems like the pen might have overheated because we didn't turn on the AC in the house, and his cage got way too hot, so unfortunately he passed away. But that stuff does happen. You can't lose your faith in keeping reptiles. This saying is, shit happens, right? But I'll show you Striker. That's him right there, chilling in his Cozy Casa or something like that. A lot of people actually ask me where to find these, and I have no idea. I know the Phoenix stores that I've done videos on. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Actually used to carry them, but I don't believe they do anymore. So that's unfortunate. And last but certainly not least, we have Tig, the Crested gecko. Oh, she's actually down there. Let's see here. Oh, Miss Tig. There she is. You can kind of see her. Maybe. There we go. There's Tig, the Crested gecko. I figured I'd show you guys because you don't get to see her too often. But normally she's not hiding in there, so I'm definitely not going to try and get her out of there. Don't want her to lose her tail or anything like that. So I'll just put her back. I can go over her cage real quick, and then I'll actually go back to Striker's cage. But her cage is an 18 by 18 by 18 Exoterra, and there's some Magnaturals ledges up here and up there. There's a plant that she absolutely loves. And then Striker's cage, really quick, is a 15-gallon, I believe. I believe it's 2 feet by 12 inches by 12 inches. I actually forgot to weigh Sheldon, so let's do that. Okay. He is 236.5 grams. At the beginning of the month, he was actually 213.5, so that's awesome. He's definitely still growing, and you can tell just how much bigger he's gotten since I got him. If you go back to my old videos where I first got him and I show him, and he fits in like the very palm of my hand. So it's awesome to see these guys growing. And now, speaking of growing, we can go up to here where we have a lot of plants. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually considering doing some plant videos. If anybody's actually interested, let me know, because I would be down to do that. So first we'll start in here. In here we have dragon fruit cactuses all around. This is actually a passion fruit. It's a passion fruit seed. Isn't that crazy? In Canada, in the dead of winter. Wowzers. Anyways, the next one we have, that taller one, is a butternut squash. And I have 2 plants. One of them I'm going to give away to my buddy. And the camera battery is about to die. But I'll do this aloe vera and then do the rest. This is an aloe vera plant that I've had for quite some time. Alright guys, the battery died, but I'm back, and I was just finished talking about the aloe vera, so now we'll move on to these pepper plants. These are Chinese 5-color hot peppers from Reimer Seeds. Most of these seeds are actually from Reimer Seeds, so if you're wondering where I get them and you're in the States, that's definitely the place. They also ship to Canada, so for all of us Canadians, it works well. These are the seeds. So far I have 4. I believe I sowed 5 seeds. There might be one in the middle, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't actually remember. And right next to the pepper plant is okra. I'm actually growing it for my little boy over there. That's who these are actually for. I'm not even sure if they're actually safe for him, but as you can tell, they're getting a little root bound, so I'm going to have to transplant these right away. I'm hoping to do that today. So, yeah, that's okra. If you want some, definitely look into it. They look cool. They're plants. They are cool under the leaves. I'm going to have to look into that, but because I have no idea what that is. But in here, we got more butternut squash. That's clearly outgrown those 6 cells. Next to it, we have beets. They did start, but clearly they're not there anymore. We also have the Chinese 5-color hots, and they are starting to grow in here as well. We have Savannah mustard. I'll update all those big cups after. We have improved mustard. We have arugula. All of these are going to be fed to the shellman. We have Swiss chard, but I think that died as well. Yep. More okra. butter crunch lettuce. And then we got some peppers over here. We have tequila sunrise peppers and purple prince hot peppers. So those are a couple peppers that I'll be growing this year. And then up front here, we have, not sure, I believe those are more Chinese 5-color hots. Those are tequila sunrise. Oh, these are actually 7-pot habanero. So I didn't actually know that germinated, but it did. And then, so these must be purple prince right here. In these two, we actually have Hawaiian papaya. So I don't know if those are ever going to actually grow, but I think that'd be freaking awesome if it did. I'd be pretty stoked about that. That's all the plants that I've got growing on. Some of it I'm really excited for. Some of it will just be food for this little loser down here. And by loser, I mean love. But that's what we got growing on. I'm hoping to maybe get some other stuff on the mix. I'm not really sure. I got a bunch of random plants from, it's called Rare Exotic Seeds. They're actually in Canada. So if you're interested in growing plants, let me know. And if you're interested in any like plant videos, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. And I think that I would be able to help a little bit. Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyways, from there, we are going to move on to the fish tank, which is quite dark because that, I believe that's a Java fern back there that is absolutely shading out the light. So I'm actually getting a pair of like scissors for these, and I will be chopping that back so they can live and have light. But you can see we have the panda cory right there. And I'm actually planning to get a couple more, hopefully one, maybe two more panda cories, and then 1 or 2 more of the auto catfish, because I do know they do better in groups. I just didn't want to start them in a large group in such a small tank. So that's my plan. We have an assassin snail right there. So that's for taking care of the snails. I actually had a lot of snails come with these because I made the mistake of getting from my local, actually from the place that I work at, and they were infested with snails, and this tank was. But if you're looking for a snail solution, fight snails with snails. That's my recommendation. I also have 2 of the dwarf fire gouramis in here that are doing really well. I'm seeing a lot of breeding behavior between them. Obviously no babies, but I don't know, that would be pretty sweet if I bred fire gouramis, in my opinion at least. And I do have a bunch of shrimps in here. Actually, the auto catfish is back there as well, but you can't really see him. And actually, if you look right there, that's actually a shrimp. Right, it's not going to focus, it's too dark in there. Oh, he popped up a little bit. Now you should be able to see him. Yeah, you can kind of see him. It's really dark, but that's okay. There's a bunch of other shrimp in here. I got some bee shrimp, I got some carbon really shrimp, I got some blue velvet shrimp, I have a couple cherry shrimp in here as well. I don't see any of them though, so that's kind of unfortunate, but that pretty much wraps up the room tour for March of 2015, and everybody's going strong. Alright guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching the reptile room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to make, and if you liked the video, do remember to drop a like down below. It takes 2 seconds and it lets me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see any gardening videos or any planting videos or anything like that, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, video recommendations, remember to drop them in the comment section down below. I am very good at getting back to the comments. I pretty much answer everyone. Some people aren't available to be answered though, so just make sure you have a Google Plus account. If you don't, then I can't answer your comments. So don't think that I'm ignoring you, because I see them all, but I can't reply. And up he comes. If you want to see more reptile videos like this one, I actually have another one coming out this Friday. I already filmed it, I already uploaded it, but I forgot that it was the first of the month, so I need to make a reptile room tour for you guys. But subscribe to my channel for more videos of reptiles, of everything like that. Anything that you guys want to see, I will try and make. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. We will see you on Friday.